You might have read a lot of manuals when you buy a new thing or new product, new camera, a new microwave oven. You might have read a lot of technical manuals and how to use it. Now, conceptual model and mental models, they are really necessary in understanding the user experience of any product, or if you want to improve the user experience of any digital product. Conceptual model is basically an explanation in very simplified terms how this thing, this app, this product is going to work. Ideally, your user should be able to start using your product or app without reading any manuals or any conceptual model documents or something like that. Now let's talk about mental models. Mental models are basically conceptual models, but they are going to be in the head of your user. Your user is going to see and build up his own model in his mind after seeing your product, that it is going to work from this button, or I have to do something like that to turn this on, or maybe use this product or use this microwave oven or use this app. So this is the understanding of your user in their mind how your product is going to work. Different people may have different mental models of the same item because it is relative to your perception. So if I have different knowledge, or I have interacted with the different type of products or cars, then I might not be able to drive the automatic luxury car on the first time. I might be confused getting in it. My mental model might not match with the conceptual model of that product. Okay, now what are the things that are going to create a mental model? These are going to be affordances, constraints, mapping, and signifiers. These are all the things that are going to show or tell your user that this is possible with this device. You can press this button from here. You cannot use it without plugging it into the socket first. This is a constraint. And mapping is that this button is going to control these things. As a designer or user experience designer, your job is to align your user's mental model with the conceptual model of your product, your app. You are going to use signifiers, and you are going to use affordances, and you are going to guide your user into using your product. You might have seen apps, almost all apps these days, they are going to show you some usage guide or some intro guide whenever you start an app for the first time. This is for closing the gap between a mental model and a conceptual model. This is how we are going to train our user and tell them that you are going to use this product, this app in this way. A single person might have different or multiple mental models of the same item. Okay. For example, if I am using a microwave oven, I might think that to heat up the liquids, I need to use these buttons, and to heat up meat or something, some other thing, I need to use these buttons or this sequence. Also, there is one more thing you need to cater for: expert users and novice users. If you are developing an app, you might need to know that there might be some expert users that are going to use the app in totally different way, and they have totally different mental model than your novice users. So you need to take care of both of these mental models or both of these users. Now let's see some of the examples of mental models. Here is how you are going to clear the gap between a mental model and a conceptual model. You are going to show different walkthrough screens in the start of your app. You can see over here, one example is here. Another example is this onboarding screens. You can see over here, these are 3 screens and they are highlighting each feature of your app. There is one more. This is better because you can see it is gradually taking you to the first step. Okay, so it is guiding you towards the first step, which is this login with Facebook. So this is really nice. This is what your apps, your products should be doing. They should guide the user on their first use, how to use your app, rather than opening your manual and reading through different pages and browsing what I need to do before using this app. Now here are few images from Dreamtimes, and this one is also from Dreamtimes. These are the old microwave ovens. You might have used them. They have buttons like this. These are different heat levels, and this is the timer. So this is very simple to use. Just you need to select the timer and the capacity at what it is going to work. So this is very easy. You just need to turn the knob. Okay, for many years we tend to use something like this, so our mental model was built upon it. So whenever we see some designs like this, it is from Samsung. If I try to start using this after using these, I'm going to really have hard time using it, because I don't know where to start. Should I press the start button and it is going to guide me, or should I start typing on these buttons? So there is no guidance over here. Now if you look at these models, these are, I think, the latest models coming now. You can see they have combined the old concepts or old mental models with the new one. You can see over here we have the knob, and here we have different buttons that are very edgy, and they have beveled effect. Okay, so like old buttons, here you can see this is basically a touch panel, and these are buttons, and you can see it is, I think, a bit more easier to start with. I have less controls. You just need to select anyone and just turn this knob and start. This is my mental model. So this is all about mental models and conceptual models. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. If you have any questions, ask me. Let's move on to the next lesson.